Well, hello everybody and welcome back. It's Jenny. Yep, and we're not talking coupons today, but we are talking about saving money and what you can do with all that money that you saved all year long with your couponing. It's that cheap vacation time that I keep talking about and telling you we're going to talk about. And it's time. So come on in, like and share the video, show this video all the love, just like you do the other ones, please and thank you. Let it play all the way to the end. If you're here, you might find some very useful information or some places to be. If you're new here and you thought you were coming to talk about couponing, well, that's here. This is the place. Go ahead and subscribe. But we're friends. And the whole object is to help each other out, saving money, giving hints, product reviews, and just being here for each other. So, if you like that kind of community, go ahead and subscribe. And the next video, well, will save you a lot of money. And I know you want to know. So, everybody, like and share it. Come on in. Alright, crazy friends, we've talked before about all the money that we've saved during the year and all the rebate apps that we use to save even more money during the year and what we can do with that to go towards a cheap vacation. Because let's just face it, most of us, if you're older, we don't have vacation income. If you're working a minimum paying job, you don't have paid vacation. If you've got a lot of kids, you can't really afford a vacation. Most folks can't afford to miss that time from work. And even if you get paid vacation, because I got paid vacation for years, but I worked through it, except for maybe 2 days that I added onto my regular days off to give me about 4 or 5 days off, and stayed at home. Staycay, and did yard work or whatnot, and collected that money for the rest of it. So, sometimes, getting away just is not an option. That being said, you need to make it an option. Even if you feel you simply can't do it, you can. What you're going to do is you can Google this. You don't have to go get this right here, but this is available at any of your state parks, and it's also available via mail. If you email them, they'll send you one of these. Just Google whatever state you're in and state parks. The next thing that you can Google is free things to do within 100 miles. Now, if you've been doing your rebate apps like Upside, okay, you're going to use that Upside rebate money for your gas. So you're going to cash that in for a gift card, Visa gift card, and use that towards gas. If you've been using your gas station points, if you go to Circle K or Casey's, I use Casey's, you're going to trade that for money to go towards your cheaper gas prices. It's time to pull in all those things you've collected through the year, or at least, for the last few months, to go towards this trip. That includes your Fetch Rewards. Okay? Fetch Rewards, you can get a Walmart card, you can get an Amazon card, you can get Dick's Sporting Goods card. Okay? You can get so many different gift cards to help you, along even just a straight out Visa card, to help you with our little cheap vacation. Now, how far do you need to go? You just need to get out of the house, okay? You just need to get away from your environment. Some people have never been camping. This is going to be an adventure for you. Other people go camping, just don't go camping often. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. Now, if you can afford a cabin at your local campground, go do a cabin. You can do that over the week. It's cheaper during the week, during the weekday. You want to do your vacay, your cheap vacay, while the weather is mild, because you're going to be outside a lot. And this is going to help you with a lot of things. I mean, we have children out there that don't know what a pine tree looks like, or what a squirrel looks like. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. And in the state parks, there's a lot of programs for children. A lot. Including a lot of things to tire them out, like hiking and swimming. Alright, now this is Arkansas State Parks. I actually live in Arkansas, but some states have a very abundance of parks. Other states, not so much, okay? Where I live, there is a abundance of state parks. So even if you live on the outskirts of Arkansas, come visit us, guys. We have tons of free stuff to do, or super cheap stuff to do, in all kinds of different areas. Alright? Now, if you like boating or kayaking, this is the place to be. There's so many places that you can go, and some are absolutely free. Now, I'm going to post a little video in this to just show you one of the places, and this place that I'm going to show you is basically free. It has a few asphalt electrical parking places, but they're waterfront. There is a children's park right next to it. You're basically right in the middle of a small town, and in the middle of so many things to do. And those electrical sites are like $15 a day. So a weekend could be under $60. Yeah. And then, you know, you bring your food, your kayaks, because the lake, of course, that is there, it is a no swimming lake, but you can kayak it. But there is plenty of local swimming places, including about 30 minutes from it, a indoor-outdoor pool. And this is in one of the most picturesque tourist-visited areas in Arkansas. And it's pretty much free. If you want to fish that lake and you don't have fishing equipment, where I'm going to show you, you can go to the library, which is right at the end of the road where you're going down to the lake, and you can check out a fishing rod and some bait. So make sure you got your local fishing license that you can get from Walmart. Alright, guys. Now, that's for the video I'm about to show you. But in the meantime, you know, there's so many places in Arkansas here you can go. North Carolina, you have similar places. Lakes, rivers, mountains, a lot of it free. Blue Ridge Parkway. A day's drive simply at the Blue Ridge Parkway, stopping at various spots and getting out and walking around. I mean, it's kids will enjoy it. Get them some snacks. It's like a roving movie. If you like bicycling, you can bicycle the trails. Okay? Load up your bikes. Find your nearest park with bicycling trails and go and bicycle. Now, these are the programs I was talking about that most parks have for children. Okay? And some have more elaborate programs than others. Just check around. And these will occupy your kids for a while, so you can go do something else. Now, these little books, like I said, are full of all kinds of free information and ideas. These are things that you may have around your house that you might want to take with you. Binoculars. If not, buy your kids some binoculars. Let them see the world through a different lens, not the camera lens. But these are some of the things that you'll see at your local state parks, not just mine. Okay, North Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia. Up north, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure that the scenery up north is just as beautiful. But there's state parks and all over the place. and as well as federal funded parks. BLM. BLM is simply public land. You can go camping for free on public land for up to 2 weeks. If you're a veteran or disabled person, check with your local forestry services because you can get discounted, if not free, camping in most state campgrounds. Okay? Just saying. Look for look for parks that have things like museums in them. And look for parks that are clustered together so you can maybe camp in a central location, and that way you can go to all the parks, per day, depending on how many days you can take off. And I mean, there's so many different things. Like here in Arkansas, Toltec Mounds Archaeological State Park. Now, this is history for your kids. Woolly Hollow State Park has a beach. Okay, Pinnacle Mountain State Park. Take your kids up the mountains. But most of these places have pools and camping, depending on what kind of camping that you want to do. If you want an electrical site, it can run about $18 a night. Okay, if you want an electrical site. Now, 4 nights of that is $80. Compare that to 4 nights in a motel room, which is probably more like $500 or $600. So if you've got kids, or you've got yourself even, and you need to get away, you don't have to have anything but gas money. And so for maybe less than $300, you could do a 4-day vacay at any of the state parks, okay? And like I said, there's so many things that your kids and yourself could do. Now, let's talk about what you can do them with. A great thing to take with you, if you don't have a car top carrier, okay, you can strap kayaks to the top of your vehicle. If you don't have a rack, use cushions and strap the boats to your vehicle. If you don't have a kayak, use some of that rebate accumulated free money. You go to Walmart and get you an inflatable kayak, get you an inflatable raft for the kids, get water toys, okay? Lots of little water toys if you've got kids, because this is going to occupy the kids for a long time and give you some peace and quiet. Pick up things for camping. If you don't have a tent, use those rebate points and get you a tent, to help pay it down. There's so many things you can do. You don't want to camp in a tent, all right? You don't have to camp in a tent, but most state parks require that you have a tent. And having a tent is good, even if it's just to put up a bucket, if you know what I mean. So, even if you have to pick up one small tent, but you can sleep in your vehicle. You can usually make sleeping arrangements in most vehicles. Most things, cooking, if you don't have a camping stove, buy a bag of charcoal. Use the wood, or take wood with you, and use your campfire. Grab an iron skillet, okay, pot to boil some water, hot dogs, chips, sandwich meat. Most of your meals could be cold. Lots of water to take with you, little flavored water things, so everybody can have their own little flavored water. And my next suggestion would be to take a laptop and a way to charge it. A little power cell, if you've got a little power cell. But if you actually have a electrical site, you could just plug it right in. If you're getting an electrical site, take you a drop cord. And that way you can plug in more than one thing. Okay? But you'll be able to use it to watch a movie that night. Okay? You could even take you a sheet and get one of those, if you don't already have one, little projection televisions, and project your movie outside. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with your kids, and it's absolutely free or almost free. Use those s'mores makings and make s'mores. Now, this is one of the ones I wanted to tell you about. I'm not sure in your states, but look around for stuff like this. This right here is called the Crater of Diamonds State Park. We get people all the time pulling out 4 and 5 carat diamonds out of the state. Make sure you be using all those rebate apps that you've been saving up, okay? If you're going to take your pets with you, and this is the other advantage of doing this type of thing, a lot of people can't take vacations because they have pets. Take your pets with you on this adventure, okay? Yeah, take them with you. As long as they're well behaved and you keep them on a lead, they're more than welcome. But bring them with you. Don't let the fact that you don't have a pet sitter really hold you back. Your pet will enjoy going with you. But again, make sure you check with the park that you're going to and get your park's rules and regulations. And also remember, if there's anybody in your party that's going with you camping, that's a senior citizen or a veteran or disabled, they get discounts to get into the state parks and stay. Yes, they get a discount. So let them do the booking and the paying part. Or at least the handing over of the paying part. And that way you get another discount. So guys, here's your short video of, well, what I just did the other day. I'm finally doing it. Charleston Lake, Arkansas. I have been wanting to kayak this thing since forever. If you've never been out to Charleston, Arkansas, you might want to visit. This is their municipal reservoir, lake, whatever. They do offer some RV parking spots. It's all on asphalt, but they have electricity, and it's lakefront right here with a view of our pyramid, guys. This is why I've always wanted to kayak this. I don't care what they call this. I believe this was a pyramid. There is a similar one this direction. It's probably about 12 miles away. Not quite as big as this one. They call this, oh, we lost it in my view here. There we go. They call this Tater Hill here. And they use it for military purposes, and you're not allowed on it. Yep. So that's one reason why I wanted to kayak this always. There is another body of water on the other side. Okay, a little bit different view of Tater Hill. And I mean, isn't that just weird that it's this giant pointy triangle formation and nothing else around it? I see one little hump next to it. That's as close as I've ever been to it. And look at these lily pods, guys. Look at the lilies. That's cool. I hear frogs in the distance. The jets finally quit. So now we get a little bit of nature. There we go. You can see my car way over there on that beach. We're just floating now, going with the flow. But guys, this little park is totally free. Alright guys, that's better than walking. So, my suggestion for El Cheapo vacation, look for your local parks in local towns around you. Get you, well, you don't need to get you anything anymore. You got Google. Free things to do within a 100-mile radius. Alright? And Then you're going to take all your fetch rewards and all your upside rewards, and then you're going to go buy you some water toys. If you got kiddos, you get, water rafts, things they can float on, floaties, life jackets. All that stuff is not that expensive, and it's reusable, so you'll not just use it during your faux vacation, but you can use it all year long, okay? Just saying. So, look online at your marketplaces, look for cheap kayaks. Boating is not only, kayaking, not boating, unless you're paddling a boat, but it's good exercise. You're out in nature, and it's great exercise, and kids love the water. So,